seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
On 2nd down, it's Curry, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Well, look now at our starting defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go play action with Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. From the gun, it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try the left side. Curry, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They run with Breida. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Ryan. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
23 yards on the play.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do? I
don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, here's Breida. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 16 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On 2nd and inches, Ryan got a man open. It's Ross. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Ryan hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
This is Breida. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Now it's Ryan. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Who that? Check, 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 check.
They'll run on first down. Curry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
On second down now, it's Curry, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Now Ryan. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Again, Ryan. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. On third and goal, Ryan. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On first down, Curry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now Jackson to throw on third down. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Curry, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw is Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slip.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Bengals have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
And I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Breida to get the third quarter started. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 24, Ryan. Open man is Ross, complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Curry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Curry. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Curry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Roughing the passer defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Fourth down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give right side. It's Curry, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Curry, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On now is the Packers punter. He's been terrific so far. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 27, Ryan. They'll set up a screen for Breida.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Breida. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Ryan. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. This is Breida on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On third down, Ryan. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
Let's go.
Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the delay, here's Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They go play action with Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Jackson on first down and nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. He'll try and run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Ryan got a man open. It's Ross. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. There he goes again. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a give running left is Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 10, just over 1:40 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now it's Jackson. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Looking right sideline, that's complete. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this one is right down Broadway. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Cincinnati, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.